What's up guys, this is Andrew at Night, and what I'm going to show you guys today is a quick run through of the latest version of TouchWiz running on the Galaxy S2. Before I do this, I just want to say I don't like TouchWiz and I'm not going to be using it, so if I feel or if I sound or come across sort of, I don't know, uncommitted, or as if I don't like a certain feature, don't take that to mean the feature's bad. That's purely because I don't like TouchWiz. So if you like TouchWiz, sort of the previous versions of it, you'll love this because it's much better. But that said, let's quickly run through the home screens, and you get stock 7 home screens that you can scroll through. They haven't got loop scrolling yet, so you have to scroll side to side, but you do have this quick scroll feature where if you go over the numbers you get quite a nice 3D scroll, and this is one of the things I actually do like about it now, is that they've made it much more 3D, much more three-dimensional. So you can do that to quickly scroll between your screens. The stock screen is still number 1. You can't change that yet. That's one of my main complaints about TouchWiz. It's sort of one-dimensional that way, which I don't really like. But we will carry on regardless and look at the widgets you get. If you want to add a widget, you can hold or hit menu, add, and it pops up again in this sort of quite nice 3D-ish type display. We'll have a quick look through. You've got a weather widget, which you've seen on the home screen, an agenda widget, which I think was on the home screen, AP and mobile, not sure what that is, have a look, which is just news. Remove. Bookmark, which is bookmarks, buddies now, which is the contacts thing, month, calendar, classic clock, which is there, simple clock. So they've sort of done a sense thing, like what HTC have done with including more and more clocks, because people seem to like clocks on the home screen. Days, I think that's just a news thing, and that's a diary. So there is quite a lot of stuff built into it now, but I can't really see myself using any of it sort of on a day-to-day basis. So there's some more clocks. Digital clock. So as you can see, there's a huge amount of clocks. You can't resize widgets yet. If I just go out, I'll show you that, which I think is a bit of a shame. I think that would be one of the things they should aim to put in the next version, an ability to resize, because you can see you can only move it around. The last few widgets, when you go past the clocks, are sort of the stock Android ones. You've got email, but then you've got the Google search bar. Home screen tips, which has been appearing recently on all the devices. The market one, latitude, a notes thing again, a lot of notes thing on the Samsung. TouchWiz thing, news, power settings, which again has been appearing on a lot. It is actually slightly different in that you tap here and you got 2 different ones, which is quite nice. But again, when I have a widget, I want one solid widget that I just use. I don't want to have too many settings. I have to flip through like doing that. But again, as I said, I don't like TouchWiz, so I'm probably just clutching at straws. And then we've got all the ones I've got from applications I've downloaded. And you got Yahoo, which is another TouchWiz one. Just want to fit that. Come on. And voice. Right, so there are all the widgets you can run through, and as you can see, there's a lot of widgets, is sort of what I'm getting at. And obviously you can download way more from the market. You can obviously drop applications onto your home screen and remove them, and you can pull them out of the menus. So the app list. The app drawer is still sideways scrolling with a list option. Oh, that's new. Share app. So, that's quite cool. So you can share an application through TweetDeck or Gmail or whatever you've got installed on your phone. So that's quite a nice feature they've built in. You can also edit, which allows you to add folders, I believe. There we go. So we'll call that games within the menu. And this is one of the things I actually really like about TouchWiz. I think that the Android launcher sort of historically has suffered from not having folders. And where is that folder gone? Come on, games, I just made one, there we go. So this isn't a game bit. I think you can drag and drop it in. Go back into edit mode. So you can drag and drop in edit mode into folders, and then when you open them, you get them. So it's actually very, very similar to Folder Organizer widget, but it's nice they've included that. And you can now loop scroll through the app drawer as well, which again is a bit of an improvement over the old one. And oops, sorry, if you edit, you can choose which ones you want. As your sort of 3 here, you can't change the home one, and then you can also add pages, which is pretty standard. So that's the app launcher within TouchWiz, and that's pretty much everything within it. It's strange. I don't know why. I think the reason I don't like it is because it is so iPhoney, and I feel Samsung have sort of taken a chip off the old block when it comes to this, from the Galaxy S line looking a bit like the iPhone. And I'm not going to go into that whole argument about who copied who, because there's a Samsung player that looks like an iPhone that was out. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but that's TouchWiz on the Galaxy S2. Oh, and also there's the Sense like pinch to zoom, which I didn't mention. So basically, it's like the TouchWiz of old, except it's much more 3D in sort of its animations, and it's just a little bit more slick. But if you look here, I mean, it looks as though there should be another row of applications, but there just isn't, and things like that. I don't think it fits the screen very well. I don't know, but that's all personal preference. So I hope that gave you a good look at TouchWiz on the Galaxy S2. If you've got any questions or anything you want me to cover in a video, leave a comment or PM me, and I will try and do that as quickly as possible. Yeah, so please subscribe. See you guys next time. Ta-ra.